Hello and welcome everyone to NSE Overwatch Week 7, presented here by us here at Nation Series. Hope you're having a great day so far. I'm Matt, joined alongside me is Steph yet again. How are we feeling today?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. I'm excited to see all the action today. Of course, we are
Definitely.
looking at the lower bracket round 6,
Mm.
which is our one today. So lose here and you are out.
Yeah.
So there's high intensity games today. Of course, today our game will be the Donuts Archers versus the Sussex Sharks.
Mm.
Both teams, of course, have had appearances on stream before. And of course, like one of our teams today, the Donuts Archers, we had on stream last week.
Yeah.
So for the viewers who potentially missed that stream, don't know who they are, you want to fill them in
Well, yeah.
for,
Of course.
for today?
Archers are a very solid team. Like they were just very unlucky last week going against the Siphon. Yeah,
The
teams.
Strathclyde.
Yeah, Starfcry. Where they lost 3-0. But on our I feel like that match didn't like really show their like abilities.
Yeah.
Like they have like a good team. They are very solid. But of course, being in the lower bracket, this might be like a wake up call of like, hey, we need to win this week if we want to like
Yeah.
advance even more. But yeah, we'll see if they set up, if they like step up this week.
Yeah. What comps do you think we could expect them to run going forward to today?
Well, last week we've seen them like play a very standard comp, like your usual like support, like Lucio. A lot of bands were like against Kiriko, so they like to flex into like Tab Baptiste and everything else. So honestly, very solid like just a Lucio support, while of course the standard like Tracer, Solj in DPS, and the tank player is very versatile Dino. So
Yeah.
now I'm excited to see them this week.
Yeah. Of course, their opponents today, the Sharks, are also a returning team.
Mm.
But unfortunately, they did have, of course, those internet issues in that week. So we've not seen them in their full form. Potentially, we've seen like
Definitely.
one map of them in total. So I'm excited to see what they bring this week. Of course, and based on that map, I think we'll likely see more of a dive comp from them. We did see they like to play like the Diva and the Genji. It's like that's what they walked out on at least. So maybe like they'll go on that. We don't often see like Genji as much anymore, which is a
Yeah.
bit unfortunate because I think we all like to see like Genji because like
He's a very flashy character.
yeah, exactly. Like yeah, as I was saying, so we'll probably see like a Genji, like of course like the Vendetta and Tracer. Like it's maybe not their preferred, but it might just have to be played just in that case because like they are like much more powerful characters, and of course like their support comp was also quite different to like what we've seen maybe from the Archers. They walked out on like that Juno Brig,
Yeah.
which is something you don't often see. It's like a very like off meta like support backline like comp, but like it can work, especially with like high sustain comps, I
Yeah.
suppose. Kind of like gets flashbacks to like the old GOATS meta back in the day, like the 3 tanks, 3 supports. It gives those kind of same vibes, and like it's kind of like
Definitely.
how you would play that, of course. Sharks in their recent game came off a 3-2, very close game. They've had quite a fight in this bracket so far, I'd say. So they've been fighting their way through, but like they are getting these wins in the end. So it shows that they can clutch up when they need to. So, and I think they played Norwich most recently, where they had that 3-2 victory. So yeah, like based on all this, like how do you think it's going to play out? What's your prediction, I suppose, going off it?
Well, again, we haven't been able to see both teams at their full potential. But honestly, I feel like Donuts just got really unlucky going against like probably the best team in this tournament so far. So honestly, I would say that it would be like a close-ish game, but I can see like Donuts winning like 3-1.
Yeah, I think my prediction was almost the exact same, like 3-1 to the Archers. Like we'll give the Sharks, of course, a game because I do feel like they have the ability to take the fight to the Archers. But I feel like you said, like that wake up call, it might have finally hit them. So it'll be interesting to see like if they can actually bring that fight.
But with Sussex Sharks like being like more familiar with like this like lower bracket run where they can be like, okay, this is our last chance. Where for the Donuts, they might be like, we don't know like how the lower bracket plays out. So again, this is really dependent on who is more awake today.
Yeah.
So
but to see, of course, this series will be a best of 5, same as usual. So that means that there are hero bans. We had a look at some of the hero bans from the recent weeks. Like got the full stats together. We found out that Zarya so far has been the most banned out of all of our games with 3 bans. Like the only character to be banned 3 times on stream. So like it just shows like how Zarya is like a very powerful like tank in this current like meta, I suppose. Like even after like some of the nerfs, like she's still very strong. And of course, like second place is Kiriko and Vendetta.
Yeah.
Like again, very like it's like very similar to like ranked, I suppose, like ranked bans. Like and then the Kiriko obviously is like
Such a solid support.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
every team runs it. So
like and I suppose like for some teams that maybe prefer some other like flex support, like the Baptiste, like we've seen some teams play before, they might just want to get rid of that Kiriko, like just to help like take those like fights like in their favor, maybe catch the enemy off if they're just so used to playing that same support combo over and over again. And of course, like some of the like more like potentially surprise bans, like we've had like Cass, Ball, Sigma as well. So like again, like characters you would expect to see banned, like in ranked especially. So like it's nothing too surprising, but like again, a very good like characters. Any of those can dominate a lobby, obviously. So
and especially if like one of the players like play like let's say a Ball or a very solid cast, like target banning for like at least like one map could be seen like as advantageous, especially like on the second map we might see like target ban on a DPS or a tank. Of course, you can't really ban Dino, as mentioned before. Like he is so versatile, and again I'm very excited to see him this week.
Yeah, of course, like being flexible on those like tanks, it also helps like with the maps as well, because you don't necessarily have to counter ban like for like the heroes. You can also try and play around it like map wise as well.
True.
Like say some like characters like play like a good maybe like short range DPS, like maybe they play a good like cast or something like that, but maybe you could play like potentially like a Junkertown, more like long range maps. So you can maybe like favor like the Ashe Widow kind of comp. So like maybe make cast just that little bit more like struggle a little bit. So there is always that possibility of picking a map rather than a hero ban if like you want to try and target ban or like try and counter someone.
Oh, interesting to see. To be fair, what do you feel like the teams are like strong like map wise? Of course, we only seen such Sharks play on capture the point, and again that didn't go too well. But
I feel like considering they like to play that Diva Genji, so maps with verticality might be a good like pick. So like I know like Gibraltar is like a very popular one to like run like Diva and even Genji on there, because there are sometimes like in Gibraltar where teams might favor a Genji or Echo compared to a Tracer, like just so like it's just much more easier to like I suppose take the fights on those high ground. Something like that, maybe like a Tracer or well actually a Vendetta would be fine on that. So but like a Tracer might struggle with because like of course they don't have the verticality like the other ones do. Yeah, but then of course like the Donuts as well, like they might prefer the more just general brawl like maps. So like just your general like flashpoint maps as well, because that seems to be favoring them. Like your push maps as well. Like we saw them play on like Runasapi last week. So like maybe they might want to run those maps back.
Well, we did hear from the Sussex. They did ban Orisa and the Donuts ban Kiriko. So again, that Kiriko ban that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Like very common. And they also picked Ilios? Is that Ilios.
Yeah. So a control map to kick things off. So like that's like quite a standard like starting map. Like you get a feel for the game with a control map, because like of course you got like best of 3 like map format. So it's like much easier to like try and like figure out what works, like try and figure out what the enemy team likes to play, what they like to run. Of course, like banning that Orisa, that Kiriko, like they might be looking to maybe run like a Queen, like maybe even like just like the general like tanks that like can help like actually get in there. Sometimes a Suzu can be like very impactful and like help slow them down. But like of course like just banning out that Kiriko is like a huge thing. And then Orisa as well, they might be looking at like potentially a Doomfist or Hog.
Oh, true.
Like, because with it being Ilios as well, I feel like the chances of seeing a Hog are increasingly likely.
True.
As we saw Cheeseburger do last week, he was like dominating on Ilios. Like, I'm sure you would have seen the highlight reel as well if you were looking at that before. And let's go. Underway. Of course, starting off on the Ruins map. Of course, like very much more like hit scan dominated like version of Ilios, I'd say.
Yeah.
Like this one. So might see more like impact out of Basic and Dracula on those, because I think these are our hit scan players. Like going today, because we saw Dracula on the Emre, like starting off on the Ilios, so see what they put out.
Another thing is, the moment that we don't see Zara ban, she's picked, so...
Yeah, of course, well, like, I feel like Zarya, like, is, like, a very powerful one, especially with the Orisa ban as well.
Oh, yeah.
Like, well, actually, like, Zarya counters the Orisa, but, like, of course, like, taking the Ram Ultra pick into the Zarya. could like be impactful for them. But again, both teams like backing up. They took that initial brawl, but they just again playing back, playing safe. Because like Vendetta, Zarya bubble can cause so much problems as Vendetta goes in, pokes the falls low. They're getting a bit of channel, finds AJX initially on the pick. That will give the opportunity to run them down. And a good first fight there from the Archers.
Yeah, great there by the Ana there hitting the under here and being the Zarya being able to just come in with the Vendetta and just murder the entire back line.
Yeah, because of that Vendetta is like going to cause so much problems for them. Of course, we have seen now they have swapped to that Bastion. Like they're maybe not that interested in running the Genji anymore with that Vendetta online. That can be just that little bit difficult. The Zarya as well. JL on that high ground trying to catch one out. Does manage to live there and get out. Because like with the Ana as well, they have that long range heal. I'm trying to keep them alive. Sausage Stars are looking to get aggressive. JL finds basic though on the off angle flank. Again, that gives the opportunity to run them down in the front lines yet again. Dino and Dracula taking that offensive pressure early.
Great sleep there by Ana to sleep the Ramatra and be able to just win that fight very fast. And Donuts just seem to have like such a dominant start to this point.
Yeah, it seems to be playing like the map like much better compared to like the Sharks at the moment. They know exactly how they want to play this comp, like the Vendetta Zarya. Just wait for them to get aggressive. Bubble the Vendetta on the engage. The Nano comes through from the Dracula. Chao. He's now given the opportunity to like get aggressive with it now. Basically does find Dracula, but Chao is again the Nano boosted Vendetta. He's just gonna mess up the entire team. It just runs through them all.
Yeah, just amazing to see. And this is how impressive this Vendetta Zarya team comp can be. And Donuts now have the Zarya Lucio and Vendetta all up. So
with that beat as well, that can now take the place of the Nano boost to like help get that JL aggressive on that Vendetta. The Sharks now looking to take this off angle. The Vendetta out and the grab comes through. That's big damage coming through. Finds 3.
Oh.
The cage is not going to be enough to keep them alive there, and they will get the point before they can get the beat off. And the Archers with a clean 100-0 on this first point.
Amazing all there by the Zarya, just being able to pull out the entire team and then setting up for that Vendetta all just full-on dominance here by Donuts.
Yeah. Like this comp, like running up against the Vendetta, like especially on like control maps, it can be such a pain to deal with. That Zarya bubble is just providing so much value for the Archers. The Sharks, of course, struggling to keep up.
Just again, if you're the Sharks here, what do you do? Like, how do you counter like a Vendetta Zarya team comp?
Well, I feel like they've banned like one of the main like things like an Orisa. You just need that CC mostly to just try and like shut her down, because they do have that Cassidy, but like again, like a good Vendetta can just like
avoid.
Yeah, just like jump all around the Cassidy, makes it impossible to like get some value. Of course, the Archers looking to take this high ground first, but the Sharks looking to just take this low ground. Vendetta on the low ground, just trying to contest them. They have some swaps to that hog, so like if they can find a hook onto the Vendetta, it can be a bit of a trouble. But like Vendetta, of course, looking to go behind them. Oh, finally, he finds a hook. Damage does fall low, but it's bubble to get out. Poster now is in the middle of them. The sustain is enough to try and keep them alive. Of course, they're taking this poke on the off angle. Like they don't have that like frontline tanks especially anymore. And that Roadhog is just going to eat up the damage, but like again, there's no real like shield for the rest of the team.
Ooh, misses the hook there.
Look at the anti-nade comes through. No Kiriko to help Suzu. They're just pinned in the corner. Spicy Bacon will find the kill. AJX does find Spicy Bacon though with the Bastion. He's finding that damage. The Immortality field comes through, helps keep them alive. But they are just really forced into this corner. They can't really find their way out. The spam is just too much from the Archers. Especially with that Freya on that high ground. Dracula is just taking all the poke.
To be fair, like there, as we saw, like even though the Roadhog was able to pull a stronghold, see the battle goes here. The Zarya gets a quick kill on the Bastion.
Yeah, the bowler from the Freya just helps zone that Bastion, isolate him just that little bit. And again, gives them the opportunity to just run them down. Damage was huge from the Donuts. And they continue to keep that pressure up.
But yeah, as mentioned with like the Vendetta, like even though you are able to like hook her maybe once or twice, she just has to like so much mobility to just be able to get out, and with the Zarya bubble, it is so impossible to kill her.
Yeah, of course, Chow, he's hiding on that high ground. They can maybe find an angle as the Archer does drop. That leaves the rest of the team on high ground. Bastion, AJX all on his own. The Mizuki ult comes through to try and keep him alive. The damage, he does find nothing. Grav comes through, that's huge damage. Vendetta looking to get engaged, but the nano boost comes through. Onto Dino. And that will help clean up, get the rest of those kills. Another flawless fight from the Archers.
Yeah, team kill here, and you might think like Sausage Sharks to just give this point and just try to focus on the third one, honestly. Like,
yeah, this map is looking like a dominant performance from the Archers. Bastion out comes through, trying to force out that Vendetta. Of course, he does find nothing though, however.
interesting.
That's no beat for the Archers now. That gives them the opportunity to get aggressive. Vendetta out comes through, looking to try and zone. AGX finding Spicy Bacon yet again. Again, AGX just seems to be doing everything on this fight on that high ground on the Bastion. Just so much damage. The Firewall comes through, but it doesn't quite find that value. But they will get a point. They are starting to get online now.
That like final nothing. Like it was so huge, and again not having the beef there to protect them.
Yeah.
Just wins them the fight, but let's see if they can defend it. This is the first time we can see that the Sausage Sharks with the point.
Like, of course, they do have those two ults online, the Deadeye and the Amplification Matrix, so they will be able to look potentially a good hold, especially on this high ground. But nothing with that beat. They can look to get a beat push going, especially if the team's like split between the high ground and low ground. Supposed to try and take the damage out. Chao looks to get aggressive on the high ground, but that Bastion just has the pocket from the bingo on Baptiste. Just enough healing to try and force her out again. Just trying to take this poke. The window comes through for huge damage. Finds Dracula as the beat comes through. They're looking to get aggressive on the beat push. Huge damage from Chao and the Vendetta, and it does clear out that high ground. Annihilation gets popped from the Miracho, looking to try and like hold this point just for as long as he can. But he will fall now. Trades coming through though. AGX is finding these trades. They are getting the stall. But again, don't just get the flip. 3v1 and basic. He will fall, and that will give the Archers this first map.
Well,
fight from them.
Well played there by Donuts. Like again, being able to disrupt that top-bottom setup that the Sussex had, and the Vanilla just going all in on Baptiste and the Bastion high ground. Just won them that fight.
Actually, I was just like, he's been a beast on Vendetta so far. You see, this combo was huge with the grab.
Yeah.
No, Mizuki can out-heal that. It's just so much damage.
It just shows like how dominant Vendetta can be. Like I feel like there will be a ban incoming.
I think we can see. I feel like it will either be the Vendetta or the Zarya. It's up to the Sharks to determine like which one they thought was more of the threat.
Yeah.
Of course, like looking from an outside perspective, we might not know. Maybe they feel like the Vendetta is counterable on its own. Like it's just that Zarya bubble that is just keeping them alive.
Yeah. Or another thing that they can just do is just ban like one of the characters this map, and the next map ban the other one.
Yeah.
But what I'm afraid of is, let's say we get to a game 4 or 5, Zarya and Vendetta will be open. So what do you do then to counter that? Because as we can see, it's a very dominant combo right now for the Donuts.
Yeah. Like potentially they might have to pivot to more of that CC heavy comp, like which it could be why they banned out that Orisa in the first place. Is because they just don't want like that. Those stuns can be huge for a Vendetta. Like it doesn't matter how many bubbles you get. Like if you get caught after that stunned, you're screwed. But like even then, I feel like they did have that. They walk out on the Roadhog as well. But again, they just couldn't find that value. Maybe like the armor just keeping Vendetta alive. Like with those hooks, it's not like any other hero with Roadhog where you just hook them, they're just instantly dead.
Yeah.
Like just having that armor online just helps like keep like the defensive maybe survive a one-on-one engage with a Roadhog.
Yeah, because again, we did see like very early on they did find that hook, and Vendetta seemed to be like out of position, but just able to escape.
Yeah,
like even though she was in the corner, and then great play there by Donuts to put them all such sharks into like tiny room and not be able to move. It was just amazing.
Yeah, they played the map really well. They knew how to take the space. They knew where like the Sussex Sharks would thrive. Like they know that like those high grounds, as we saw AGX, like even though they did lose, he was finding that value on those high grounds. So like maybe the Bastion might be the way forward for them.
Yeah.
But they just didn't quite have like the momentum in that game to like get the value.
But yeah, as we heard, Vendetta got banned.
Yeah.
As we
Who saw that going?
Yeah, but also the Donuts also banned the Hog, so that's interesting. Even though we've only seen them for like a few seconds,
Yeah.
again, getting rid of those like CC heavy tanks seem to be like Donuts like strategy at the moment.
Yeah. Of course, like not having that Vendetta, but I'm sure like Chell, he was also doing very well on Tracer last time as well.
Oh, true.
So that does give them that opportunity for that as well. So could likely see a cast yet again from the Sussex Sharks. Of course, like Runasapi is our upcoming game. It's another it's a push map, so another like common thing that we've seen. It's like those push and control modes, as well as the flashpoint as well, seem to be the most popular modes like going forward in today. So it seems like because these modes match the comps very well.
Yeah.
By the looks of it, so interested to see whether or not the Sussex Sharks can like adjust, like where they do have that Vendetta ban now, so they can maybe look to go online in this next game.
I would definitely want to see them become, because again, just seems that like it wasn't more of a skill difference, it was just more of a like picks and comfortability.
Yeah.
But yeah, as we go into our second map of today,
Runasapi.
Yeah, it is such a weird way to say it.
Yeah. Of course, like of course we do now see AJX on that Bastion. Like again, they found like something that potentially did end up working for them in the end, the Bastion Ram. Like it's just a shield to help keep the Bastion like safe and secure. Of course, that Kiriko now is open. Of course, the Sussex Sharks are looking to run that.
But as you can see, as you also mentioned, the Tracer was open, so and then they're able to pick it. And then again, I don't know, I feel like Zarya might have been a bigger threat just because the bubble. You can play like any divey comp with Zarya.
Yeah. Of course, posts on the Ram can be a little bit more of an advantage again in the Zarya, like in the tank mirror. But again, this Bastion will help beam down us and just help trying to find one of those players out of position. But the heals are just about enough. Try and keep him up. Bubble force from Dino. He is falling low. They do have to back up just that little bit. This Poster pops around for March Reform. Lamp gets forced. They're forcing this all into the inside room. Poster is getting very aggressive. He does fall because of it. Potentially an overextend there from Pokester. He does get cleared out. And the Sharks now will look to back up.
Like the Sharks did get everyone there low, but at like Baptiste immortality field. Is that what's called?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was able to like keep them alive, and the Sharks tank was just too aggressive there. Like you have so much control of the map, just push the robot for a bit, you know?
Yeah, exactly. They did force him into that room, so they did have that bot control, but of course didn't make the most of it in the end. Poster now he's looking to try and get a contest on his bot, but again he's falling low. He's having to pop these forms to just stay alive. So they can't look to get aggressive too yet. The AJX again looking for the picks with the Bastion form. Tank comes through, but it looks like we will have a pause coming through.
Oh no! No, don't tell me it's gonna happen. The same thing.
Oh, it is the Sharks as well. I know. Oh no! Please don't say it ain't so. They've done. They've won like the last 2 games, so clearly they've not had the issue for those 2 games now.
Yeah.
But to have it now would be such awful timing.
I'm not going to get like blue bolt. Like it just crazy. But again, hopefully we solve our problems. When we know what's happening, we will keep you guys updated. But yeah, again, I just feel like the Sussex Sharks tank is just a bit too aggressive at times.
Maybe he is the one that's lagging potentially, because he was the one that called for the pause. So maybe like we saw like that initial fight that we just saw. Like maybe that was the reason why they had to pause, because like he potentially didn't know he was peaking. Maybe that's why he took so much damage.
Definitely. But yeah, as we are going back into our game, so hopefully the problems were solved. The Bastion did not find anything, so
That's potentially like allowed them to reposition though. I've kind of flipped the map almost. So the Sharks, again, Poster has popped that Remacha form, looking to take this left side. Again, he is falling low. The heal was just not quite enough. Dracula finds the kill onto Dobingo. He's maybe got a bit too aggressive with that peak.
Yeah. Dobingo there, literally just like going around his tank and just getting that headshot.
Yeah, they kill onto nothing though. That's no beat online for the Archers. They can still look to go aggressive as the window is popped. The Archers though, still finding those kills. Chow with a nice one clip onto Dull Thunder.
Chow there, man, like amazing player.
Yeah.
Like both games just dominating the Sussex Sharks.
Just shows that like a good flex DPS player, like once they if they can actually get online and find these kills, they can be like almost like a lobby admin, it feels.
Yeah. And you must think like his confidence right now is like through the roof.
You see like these angles he's taking. He's looking to find those like flanks, cheeky flanks. Again, he finds Dark Thunder first. Nothing finds Pokester as well. Like the just damage seems to be too much coming from the archers. The MAL is getting popped. Trying to like clear them out from this high ground. Again, that just gives them so much space on the bot to get this push online.
Again, such a great distance between both teams, and just think like what can such Sharks do? Like Donut has been so dominant so far.
Sticking with this.
Oh, sorry.
Grab comes through. The beat popped to try and counter it. Looking to stay alive. Better beat comes through from the archers. They look to now get aggressive on this. AJX falling low, but the archer annihilation is popped. They're looking forward. They do find the tank. Donut does fall. AJX it was also down. But again, having that tank down can be huge for the Sussex Sharks, but Pokester now dead 2-0. Again, getting very aggressive. Nothing. Finding these kills on the Lucio. Getting very aggressive, splitting them up.
That nothing in the combo is just dominating. Like
yeah, the aggressive dive from them, using that speed. Like Tracer enough is hard to hit on his own, let alone with a speed boost too.
Speed boost, Tracer, and then also I have to like focus the Lucio. It's just impossible to focus both at the same time.
Very hard time from Basic on that hit scan. Damage seems to be forcing them into this building. Early Immortality Field popped, but the OC pop from Basic. Look to find these kills. The Immortality Field is down. They are looking to get aggressive now. Poster finds 2. Again, nothing finds his 1 yet again. They did still have that bot control in that fight, so they do have just that little bit more progress. Nothing again. He does have those moves on Lucio as he sort of almost managed to find AJX too. That would have been double as huge, like finding 2 kills instead of just a 1.
Yeah, especially as a support, it just shows how oppressive Lucio can be at times and why he's our most picked support by far.
Yeah. Bastion comes through. Did again. Trying to find those kills. But again, like they just have all their ability cooldowns online, so they can just easily escape it. Nothing's not going to fall for that one again. Not dying for that yet again. Window comes through. This could be huge damage here from the Donuts Archers, but again, Spicy Bacon is falling. Poster maybe they went a little bit aggressive on that window. Full beyonds, but the Archers are finding these trays as Basic is now down. No hit scan or no DPS online for the Sussex Sharks, so they're not just going to have this damage to try and force out those bubbles. Again, there's a bit of a problem for them. Poster is on his own, looking to try and get very aggressive. Sport's looking to get onto the tank, stick onto the tank, but the block and the Suzu not going to fall.
Great Suzu there by the Sussex Sharks support.
The MAL is popped. Poster forced back into the room on his own. Does fall low, but again uses that block just to get out. Stay safe. Can't quite find the immediate value on that Emre ult, but again, they have completely zoned them off of that bot. Gives them a little bit of time to get pushing going.
She got so low there. Unlucky there for Sussex to not find that kill.
They do have that grab online. Going to aggressive. The Immortality Field has been forced out, so they won't have that final sustain for them. Again, you can see Dino is staying up, looking to get this grab going. And they do have that beat as well. Try and help get aggressive. Poster with that annihilation. He does have that ability to stay alive if he needs to. Grab comes through, hits the shield, but again the beat comes through to try and survive it. Counter beat from the Archers now. But the aggression gets going. Kitsune Rush popped and the annihilation. Just help beam down the front line. The Archers, again, falling low. But again, he does stay alive. They do find the cleanup. And finally might be able to start getting some decent progress going on this bot.
Great strong fighter by Sussex Sharks. And unlike the other fight, where they find like 1 or 2 picks and then just fall down still. The great way to capitalize off those like early picks and just snowballing with those.
Yeah. Again, AJX using his whole. He does find Dracula with it. He does seem to manage to, like, every now and again, he does find the value of these early Bastion ults.
Yeah. And again, I'm finding like that it was like 1 picks and staggering the Nottingham Archers. Just
Forward spawn now for the Sussex Sharks. They are starting to find this progress going. Bastion form is popped. That will force the Chinese Dino to fight, to kite back. Shout again, look to try and get aggressive on that off angle. Again, Sports wise to it now. Don't know what Cheo can do. Window popped. OC to try and counter. Again, they will just have to try and kite just that little bit. Try and fight the low ground. Try and fight out of the LOS of that window. Again, Dino getting aggressive, using those bubbles. Trying to take that space, but again, trying to get through a Marcher like that can be so difficult. So he's on that flank. Damage coming through, it's just enough. Form getting popped to the pulse. Does stick onto AJX and he will fall because of it. Big damage coming through for them. Basic trying to get aggressive. Finds the field, does find Spicy Bacon.
But gets traded right after.
Yeah.
And now the Archer's just gonna find all his picks and get control back of the robot.
Yeah. Dracula finds Darth Thunder, but again, Dino is down. He trades back and forth, nothing again. Getting these kills when he needs to. He is coming up on that beat, although he is low.
And now the Donut just got over the half point.
Big fight. And unfortunately, it looks like we have a slight connection error here.
Interesting.
Hopefully, we can get that sorted.
Yeah, it's a small tech issue.
Don't know what has happened there. Again, it was right in the middle of an actual back and forth fight. Something that's not always been the case.
Yeah.
Seems to be usually like when a fight happens, it might be one-sided, or if the Archers are the ones losing it, they might find there's a couple kills, try and get in the comeback.
Yeah. But yeah, it just Archers are now seeming to walk away with it, even though like the Sharks were able to like come back. Now they'll have like 1 minute 36 to hold that point and just push it just slightly further. Like so, the Sharks have to like push the robot like I don't know, like 30 meters now, like 50 meters just to be able to get a tie like at the same point. So it'll be very difficult for them to find it.
Yeah, of course we have found out the issue was on our end. So hopefully we can get back to the game very shortly. Of course, like hopefully the match has paused, so we can actually get straight back into the action right where it left off. Yeah.
But yeah, we are coming back right in the match like in 5-10 seconds. But yeah.
Again, like we'll see, like hopefully the Sharks can get this progress on the bot.
Oh.
As we seem to be not quite back in it. Just there we go.
There we go. 1 minute left.
Yeah. See the Archers. They did manage to clean up in that fight in the end. They've got big progress on this bot now. 50 seconds left to go for the Sharks if they are to try and break this back. They've got to push for a while. The beat comes through to try and counter this thing. Counter beat coming through. They're going to get aggressive now. Again, the sustain from the Sharks has just been enough. They can't quite rush straight in. The Emery ult is also forced. Spicy Bacon finds AJX. Finding him alone on the Bastion. Again, now looking to try and outbrawl him now is Pokester. Finds Spicy Bacon. Again, they just have to try and find like a way out of this fight. But they are finding these kills, the Sharks. Again, great cleanup from the Sharks. They are able to take this fight.
Yeah, I've once before like the Archers had like such a good start again getting that pick off AJX, but now such Sharks have to push that robot all the way. With like no time left, it's gonna be very difficult for them.
Ults seem to do favour the Sussex Sharks, though, so they might be able to get some progress on this. Immortality Field is now forced. They only have that window online, so they're gonna have to try and find huge value on this poke. Let's see if Dracula can come online in this final hit. Again, Spicy Bacon using that window to try and keep their Zarya alive. Well, getting some huge damage on AJX. He does fall now. Pokester finds the Annihilation. Kill onto Chinese Dino. So it looks like the Sharks are going to manage to find some value on this. But again, Chero is finding those, like, just being a nuisance on that off angle as he finds Basic. He's getting these kills. He does not fall. The threat is down. Big progress being made here. Of course, there are a bit of a staggers on those DPS for the Sharks, so they won't be able to back in just a minute.
And now going to our final fight. The Sharks just have that tiny bit of time to push.
And the ult being forced out. It's only Pokester on the point to try and stall. He's using that block. The support's forced inside, so they can't really quite heal him enough. Dracula finds the kill. Dino now finding the kill too onto Dubingo. And again, looks like the Archers have cleaned up this fight. They will take it just before the checkpoint.
Unlucky
that will give
there.
Archers a win.
Great defense by the Archers, just able to hold off again that Tracer being a nuisance in the back line, finding those picks on Ajax and the supports. But hey, Pokester.
Yeah, It was like looking decent for the Sharks towards the end.
Yeah.
But again, those staggers from Chow just like created all the space in the world for them, forced them into that tight building, but with all the damage coming through, so they had that advantage. And again, we just saw the Valley Poster just couldn't stay online on that point for long enough. He did fall before they could really get the heals to him.
Yeah, and that's sometimes the problem with Lucio. Of course, you have those speed boost and heal coming up, but it just sometimes not able to maintain the tank, especially if they're they're out of position and caught out.
But yeah, again, I suppose he had no real choice. Overtime popped. He has to try and stay on that point for as long as he possibly can. But again, it's just going to be that Kiriko just couldn't quite find that angle onto him. Of course, he would have to fall because of it.
Yeah, again, just unlucky. But with these Sharks, they come back in that fight. They still have that little bit of fire in them.
Yeah.
So after our break, we will go into our game 3, and hopefully we can see the Sharks maybe pull out a comeback.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Hello and welcome back to NSC Week 7 Overwatch, presented by Ignition Series. We've just coming off of our second game between the Sussex Sharks and the Donuts Archers. Can say that the Archers are currently 2-0 up in this series so far. They have been putting on quite a dominant showing by the looks of it. But again, the Sharks, they are slowly starting to look online now.
Yeah.
And again, their map pick, and they have selected King's Row.
Yeah.
What are we thinking of that one?
Honestly, one of my favorite maps. Again, probably a classic. A lot of people's favorite maps as well.
Yeah.
Like, it is such a great map to not only cast and spectate, but also display. Like, it is so diverse, and especially I love hybrid. Like, being able to, I don't know, hybrid just, and it's in the name, it's like a bit of everything.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting how the Sussex Sharks who pick the map, how they will use it.
Yeah.
And let's see if they can play. Of course, they did ban the Zarya, so
yeah, that seems to be like a real threat for them by the looks of it. Dino on that Zarya. Seems like a good threat to them. So like maybe like now they might have to try and take that Ramattra mirror. That might be something they have to pull out. So maybe Pokestar has the advantage on that.
Yeah.
We'll see it in this next game, of course.
Because right now it just feels a bit like Zarya being able to play with like the Tracer and the Vendetta is just so pressing for the Sussex Sharks.
Yeah.
Also the Archers, they banned Bastion.
Yeah.
So the AJX won't be able to find like those early picks like he finds every now and then.
Bastion out. Again, like AJX though, he has been finding that value. I'd say he's looking like the MVP for the Sharks so far.
Yeah.
Like just how much like value he is finding. Like usually he will find those opening picks, or like he will get that high damage output. Like he's helped keep the Sharks in this series.
Definitely.
But
the only problem is Tracer and Valera just being able to just run at him.
Yeah, because that Vendetta will be online now. So
yeah.
King's Row, that could be an issue for them as well. But again, they won't have that Zarya there.
True.
So they will have the potentially more of an ability to try and like isolate her just that little bit.
Yeah.
So maybe it won't be as much of a problem. But again, it is Chiao on that Vendetta. So who knows? Could just be the same as before. Maybe he doesn't need that Zarya bubble.
Yeah, true. And maybe, who knows, maybe we might see an Orisa and be able to CC that Vendetta out. Like, again, I think we just need to see some like CC from the Sussex Sharks to be able to like capitalize on those like Lucios and all these like movement characters. If you just make them stand still just for a second, they explode. So,
although maybe she's not in like a great state right now, but Sombra could be an angle that they might be able to take. Like you can say what you want about Sombra. Like personally, I feel like even after the reworks, I feel like she's a more honest character now to what she was. Like 5v5, she's not quite that much of a nuisance as she was before.
Yeah.
Like she only silences you for like what, like a second or two. Like so, it's not too bad as like compared to what it was. But again, like Sombra, not quite as powerful, but could be valuable against the Vendetta, especially if they can like while she's like trying to block on her before she gets out.
Definitely.
Like finding a hack there could be crucial for them.
And again, you do say only for 1 or 2 seconds, but in Overwatch, 1 or 2 seconds is just like a lifetime.
Yeah.
You can just explode. Again, we saw on the first map where Vendetta was in the corner for the 1-2 seconds with the block up. So Sombra could literally just counter that and she dies there. So yeah, honestly, good shout with Sombra. But again, will we be able to see her? Like, who plays Sombra nowadays?
Yeah, not again. Yeah, it is
unless
a bit
you're
of a
in
stretch.
low elo.
Yeah, because that seems to be like a target ban. Like specifically, you'll see it. It's like, why are we banning Sombra? Like, I suppose they just don't want to turn around specifically.
Yeah, but then again, you have Tracer then.
Yeah,
Tracer just a stronger Sombra sometimes.
Yeah. Again, like Chiao on that, they might be afraid to play the Sombra because of that Tracer. Of course, like. So if you can land a hack on a Tracer, like you must just be the best Sombra in the world or the worst Tracer in the world.
True.
There's like no real like in between on that. So again,
but yeah, as we go into our second game, Dracula on the Widowmaker, maybe try and find a quick pick.
Yeah.
But AJX on the Torbjorn, so maybe having that like flank watch for the Tracer.
Yeah.
It might be great to see.
Yeah, AJX, they probably are looking now for a more bunker comp, maybe. Like they figured out that they just get outbrawled by the Archers in most fights. So like maybe if they just have that like capability to just sit back, spam main, like they might find that value, because that's what really those hybrid maps can allow for. It's just that spam damage. can just be so much to try and deal with. Just see how the Archers take this first fight. They do have that Vendetta though. But again, having that Torb turret could be huge for them to help shut that Vendetta down. As the Sharks have allowed them to take a lot of space early. Of course, they just let them run all the way through Hotel. Again, they are like the Sharks have given up so much space early. Opposed to taking so much damage from all of the team. Not enough sustain, and he will fall because of it.
They gave up too much, but like, I understand the Widowmaker there being afraid, but there is just too much space given to the Archers, and they would just take that, saying thank you, and just dominating that early fight, getting the point super quickly, and you must win that was a Sussex blunder.
Yeah. Look, need to know who was the shot caller for that one. So what were they saying? It was just like, yeah, just let him have the point, let him have the point. Just give it up. Again, yeah. That remarks Chimera. Xiao finding this angle. And as far as he looks to get aggressive, booped away. Immortality field pop because of it. Again, the Widowmaker playing on the floor as well.
Yeah.
So that frontline Widowmaker. Something you don't see every day. And again, the Archers, they have so much momentum. Maybe they're just feeding that confidence. Like, yeah, I've got this angle. Vortex comes through, try and zone out the supports. March form pops. They look trying to get aggressive potentially, but he's just using it to block. Force that damage out as the Clark turns around that corner. Windows coming through from the Archers. But at the infosight from the Widow. They're just playing SMG Widow as he finds the bingo. All four because of it. And Xiao, again, yet again on the Vendetta, finding 4 that fight.
Great fight there by the Archers, and that window open, literally just killing everyone. And as I said, SMG Widowmaker kind of funny, but
Widowmaker 76.
but also we were all just being able to see through walls and able to find those picks very fast.
AJX now with a swap onto the Genji, potentially to try and help deal with that Widowmaker just that little bit more. Just help to come in to try and zone them out, but Dracula finds Pokester. Again, tank down. This is going to be such a difficult hold for them. Ramarcha down. And again, Turner's Archers are steamrolling this first point.
And it seems like a very dire situation for the Sussex Sharks here.
Yeah.
Like, they have 3 ults up, actually 4 now with the Master coming online.
Again,
so they could go fight here.
It is King's Row, so of course this third point can be where they just hold forever.
Yeah.
But again, it is 5 minutes, so who knows? It's such a long time to try and stall for. AJX does find nothing early. DPS finding that value on this point. Good defense so far. Again, Basic getting forced out on that low ground. He has to try and trade himself for that pick. Because Dino now will die point. And that will give the Sussex Sharks their first fight win.
Oh, good fighter, and didn't really have to waste any ults there either. Just that fight early on nothing. And shows the value of Genji attack he can sometimes get.
Yeah.
Especially with like that Widowmaker, he doesn't really produce that much like defense for his supports.
Yeah. Feels like this. So many ults online now for both teams. OC popped early. Vendetta ult to try and zone them out potentially. Immortality field is down. Feats come through for both teams. Kitsune Rush popped. So many ults coming through now as the Annihilation pop from the Archers too. So let's try and get aggressive on it.
Ajax finds a pick on Spicy Bacon, and with that, Chu also falls down to Basic.
Yeah. Sharks yet again find that value. Dracula finds a nice headshot onto the whole Thunder on that high ground, almost like baiting his whole team. But he does find the kill nonetheless. That is a huge kill if he can get out, which he does.
Just like Spider-Man with that grapple. Like,
you just straight in and out. Of course, Dark Thunder will be back now with that Kiriko TP.
And Dracula looking here for a switch. I wonder who's going to pick.
Swap back to Sojourn.
Oh, not Sojourn.
Oh, Emery. Sorry, I got the teams mixed up. Blade comes through, coming through, finds nothing. They're very aggressive now. Again, yeah, find nothing is quite funny to say. Seems like I'm insulting him, but he's actually find a high value kill.
Not only or nothing, but also Dracula.
Yeah. Like now too is all Basic, just a little bit overextended. Xiao in that indoors area, just clears him out, finds that kill. The overhead swing. That will give Archers the opening now as they walk through it. Not got that main damage. Try and poke them out. Space being made now from the Archers.
That is, does have that window online. Maybe soon they'll look for this final fight as the archers just slowly push. Oh, and Spicy Bacon falls. Never mind.
Spicy Bacon's off the map. Need to see what happened there with that. I'm curious to see. He was probably just trying to take that high ground, maybe like just forced out just a little bit early. AGX now. He's finding these kills. The Genji might have been the saving grace for them on this final point.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Even Draco is questioning his teammate, like, what happened there?
Spicy Bacon maybe just getting creative with that.
A new window angle, just like below.
He's myth busting, trying to find all the best spots for Baptiste and up paying the price for it.
Well, yeah, now Sharks were able to hold it for like few extra minutes. Like the time already dropped down by 3 minutes.
Donuts now, they do control this high ground. Dano has fallen low. Has to pull some marching form with a window. They look to try and post them out, but they do look to try and kite it, which they have. Beat now to try and recontest on the fight. Vendetta ult, trying to play sneaky with it. He does find AGX because of it. A sneaky play from Chao, well played from him. He now looks to play aggressive, trying to find those extra kills. Dono does find the bingo. Kills coming through now from the Archers. Oh, finds the beat. Maybe just try and keep himself alive, and that will give Archers the cap they needed.
And that final on AJX by Vendetta was amazing. Again, AJ seems to be like the carry for such a Sharks at the moment, and with him out that fight, the entire team was just pushing into like small room near spawn, and just couldn't get out. Of course, the tank was able, but with no support. So for how long can he stay there for just a few extra seconds? But with those few extra seconds, we might see like such Sharks like get an early point. But again, I don't think the Archers will do the same mistakes where they give so much space.
Yeah. Maybe they were like questioned up by that. Or maybe they're intrigued to see like whether there is some kind of level of strategy to it. That might be worth.
But yeah, how do you hold this as such Sharks? Like,
I feel like just don't do what the what the Archers did for that hold, or at least the Archers should do that on this defense. But again, the Sussex Sharks, I feel like because Dracula is going to walk out on this Widowmaker. Are going to look to play around that high ground, which is something the Sharks probably should have done to start with.
Yeah.
I actually very play the space on the map, not just give it all up.
Definitely.
Maybe they're like hoping to try and find that some over aggression potentially, but couldn't quite find it.
And they have this setup by Archers. I wonder if when they scrim, they've been looking for setups.
Yeah. Of course, Kings Row is quite a very common map to come up, so practicing some strategy from that, not a bad idea.
Oh, and also basing on the Cassidy.
Yeah, maybe they'll try and deal with that more often as Dracula finds an early kill onto the bingo. Playing on that low ground, potentially an off angle from Widow, not where you'd usually expect it. On Dracula finding the duel onto AJX as well. Doesn't that Zemel to keep him alive, but again, Dracula seems to be like an SMG Widow beast. He's been practicing, he knows how to make it work.
I mean, he was his scan of this team, so doesn't surprise me.
He's got that aim online. So we try and find these kills. Of course, we see how much those picks affected, the Sausage Arts tempo going into this. They was much slower.
Yeah, I know being able to capture the point as fast will maybe prove pivotal. As they're all in this room.
Sharks are going to get aggressive in Hotel, but the damage from both angles is just too much for Poster to stay alive. You will now for AJX just trying to find these a potential kill to try and get them online for the next push, but again, a flawless fight from the Archers.
And the one problem that I see from such a Shark is that they just push themselves into small area, and Archers can just spam down that room. There's nothing that the such Sharks can do. Literally just have to take more open space rather than just take just enclosed rooms.
Yeah. Again, Poster now with the swap to Sigma, maybe for that more frontline shield. Maybe just not finding that duel on the Ramacha as he would have hoped for potentially. Dino finds Basic early, hit scan down. Poster now forced out of Hotel. Again, Donuts Archers will just run them down. Finding these kills, and then again another flawless fight from the Archers. It is looking kind of dire for the Sharks now.
Yeah, especially with his ult up with Ramatra, and soon the window on Baptiste. Vandera all just 11 points away. And of course the mortality ult by I always forget his name.
Baptiste?
No, the support.
Or Zen?
Yeah, Zen, yeah.
And Dracula has found a very interesting angle here. AJ, they will clear him out. They found him. They're not quite they're not that sleepy. They do know when someone's going for something really crazy. So again, maybe potentially that overconfidence from the archers. Kitsune Rush coming through. They look to get aggressive. Transcendence popped. Help try and keep him alive through it as GL finds both supports with the Vendetta ult. Finding more. 3 for him. Can he find 4? He does. For the 5. Ah, Dracula will take his kill.
But that just shows like the old economy of archers there, just having all ults up, even though Dracula was away for that fight the entire time pretty much. They were able to win that 4v5. And now such Sharks just seem to be outmatched in this match.
With the constant switches from the Sharks as well, they are very slow to building up these ults. Coming off with the beat and the blade, so that might have to be their grace for this game. Chal for the great peel onto for the Widowmaker. AJX trying to find as he almost falls to the Venom Mine. That would have been quite a depressing way to go, but Chinese Dino does find Pokester now. They do find 2 kills, both DPS down for the Archers. But again, they will just have to back up with 30 seconds left.
It just feels like nothing that Sharks do this match like can prove to have any effect on the Archers.
This beat blade will have to be huge for the Sussex Sharks. They will have to take this fight early if they want to get aggressive. If they do, they pop the beat for the beat push. Nothing does fall. Oh, they did understand that, like, again, they had no DPS, so they just had to get aggressive.
I think that's the problem with the Sharks. They're just not that aggressive. They just sometimes feel like they're waiting for the Sharks to come in and then fight.
It's a huge kill from AJX on the spicy bacon when there's a million on that window has popped. That could have been a very stressful situation for them, but AJX with a great dive onto the Baptiste, allowing them not to find that value from the window. And that will give them the cap on that point, and they will look to get started pushing this payload.
Strong cap there, but again, just having that 2 minutes to push the payload, the fire truck just staying there. Is it even a fire truck? What is it meant to be?
It's like a electrical turbine or something, some like energy generator or something like that. It's nothing. You're going to get very creative to try and stall this early point, but again...
My goat. That's my goat there.
Drops the question mark.
How do you
like
guys
they were the weird ones.
You guys went back? You guys didn't see night for 2 minutes? What?
What do you mean you look behind you?
Overwatch players looking behind them. What?
I'm there, right? Terror Surge now is online for folks, so they can look to get aggressive without that Zen. No Discord for them at the moment, so if there was ever a time to get aggressive. Do we find Spicy Bacon? He is on his own just that little bit. He will fall because of it. The support is going to be very lacking now for them. The DPS from the Archers are finding these kills nonetheless. It should be a Sussex Sharks win. Well, they do pop the Terror Surge, but they kite perfectly into pub. Just completely nullifies that ult, but the Annihilation is popped from the Archers to try and stay alive. Keep this defense up. They are low, but again, Sharks can now push up. Try and take that little bit of space. The Archers will be back now, so mortality field used. Just keep Dino safe. Allow him to perfectly cut that out. Kitsune coming through as the blade comes through too. The Kitsune blade is finding value as he finds nothing with it. Again, that's so funny to say.
Yeah, finding nothing, but great fight there by Sussex Sharks, being able, after getting nothing, to be able to kill the tank and the DPS.
He walks right past him. I think I was just walked straight past Dracula. He was hiding in that corner. That he blends in with the wall. Oh, they do find him now.
And great stagger there. Spicy Bacon falls down as well. And now Sussex Sharks have this point right here.
They can cap that second point without needing to use those ults. That could be good. Like, of course, time advantage still does fall to the Archers, but again, if they can cap this with time, it is still potentially winnable for them. Especially considering the Archers are going for these very creative plays, as we've just seen.
But it's probably because they are like 2-0 up, you know, that this time advantage. They can be like more creative, more crazy ideas.
Yeah. Get those plays going, but of course, there's creative and then there's a bit of a throw, but...
Yeah. Archers having here 3 ults to only the Sussex Sharks beat.
Window pokes finds the kill nonetheless. Beat comes through from the donuts.
Well, both teams are
trying to counter that, like, kill that the Sussex Sharks did. Fine as Chiao now finds the bingo. No Lucio for them. Trade's coming through though, but again, AJX with a nice kill onto Dracula in the air. He's finding those dashes. He's finding those connections. They will now look to back up just that little bit.
But they only have 1 minute to fully push this point, and it just feels so like time consuming to staying here for a bit.
They are back now. Basic and Poke still with their ults online. Good look to get an interesting Terra Surge Emery ult combo.
Oh,
Xiao tries to get aggressive, but I don't think his team was on the same page as him as he does now full because of it. Dull Thunder finding that great kill. Terra Surge coming through as the Emery ult, finding that huge damage as nothing will fall. Again, Dino just trying to stall, just die point.
Team wiped there by the Sharks and are able maybe to just get this point finally. And with like almost 10 seconds, they just need...
They can't find the touch. Continuing out comes through. Annihilation trying to stall that point, but AJX with the blade. He's finding these kills on the back line. Spice Bacon does kill him in the end. Again, this dodge for too much as Dino is booped off the map by Domingo. And that will give Sussex Sharks
1 minute.
Exactly.
1 minute to be able to not only play defense, but also be able to capture the point. It seems very tough for such Sharks, but great fights towards the end, so who knows?
The Sussex Sharks might have to just pull off something crazy here.
Yeah.
Hopefully they learn to just not give up all that space. Like for their defense. Again, they will have that 1 minute to attack.
I think they're too afraid of the Widowmaker, but
yeah,
again, Dracula on the Widowmaker is also very scary.
Yeah. Or maybe Dracula might play SMG Widow again.
No.
But again, it is that over time they might just have to lock in now. It's like, okay, let's just get this 3-0 over and done with.
Yeah.
No messing about, no funny business.
Let's see if it's like Vladimir Perler and decapitates them.
Very basic now. He's deciding to walk out on this Reaper, which is something that could help them, like especially with that Vendetta. Like I feel like Reaper is one of those characters that can survive maybe a one-on-one duel with a Vendetta.
One of the few.
Yeah. There's not many characters in the whole entire roster that could probably win a 1v1 with Vendetta, but with a Reaper you're probably giving it your best shot. They're looking to maybe like get an aggressive dive comp going with this first point.
Yeah, Reaper and Diva as well. Full on dive.
Yeah, something creative. An early kill could open so much up.
Or, you know, maybe just picking comfort picks.
Yeah, potentially. Again. Looking to take this high ground now. Village Vision trying to force Joe out. Does fall low. Forced into the inside room. He does manage to find a health pack just in time. AJX now full because of it. It was a great vision to try and force out that Vendetta, but again, saved by the map knowledge with knowing where those health packs are. Joe now finding those cleanups with the Whirlwind. Huge damage from the Vendetta. Diva DMX, no real sustain here. We'll look to get these staggers on. This is going to be a devastating stagger.
No. Come on. They're not killing her. And now the Sharks don't have time to get that point without their tank. And that is really well played by the Archers.
Yeah, good call for that stagger on the Diva. So now, no tank there. He has all the space in the world to just run through the tank. Run through the team, and that's a perfect hold from the Archers.
Yeah. And now we have to see if the Archers can play that defense, or Sharks can play that defense for 3 minutes almost.
Yeah. Honestly, though, I will give it to Sussex Sharks. That was a great idea to get started on that attack. But they just fell short with that Vendetta.
It was so close, and I feel like that's been the entire story of tonight. Of like Sharks like getting the Archers this low, like on the edge, and somehow just finding that like small health packs, that small boost out of nowhere from either Dracula, Chew, or like the nothing on Lucio. It just so disheartening for them.
Yeah, I know myself. Like when someone falls so low, but they just get a cheeky health pack. And they're back to full health. Yeah. Especially with the new sub rolls as well. Like even one mini health pack can like get a flex DPS to like full health. So again, that helped GL stay in the fight. Caught AJX out. They're now looking for a
May.
Yeah, the May. They're just looking for those walls. It's a very King's Row standard with the May. Like try and get that hold. Just playing as much like bunker as possible.
Oh no, are they doing the same thing where they're giving all the space? Uh-oh.
But it didn't quite work the first time, but who knows?
Who knows with the May?
Yeah. With the May now might potentially be more aggressive. They're like, oh, they're doing the same strat. Quick, run them down. And then the May will help zone them off. Will Dino fall for the bait? He won't. Or Vendetta does though nonetheless. Force into that hotel on their own staggered, but again, they just have all the space. Like Archers, they had that whole point. They could still get the poke from the other angles. Jiao now finds 3.
That is game for the Donuts. Great game there. 3-0, full on sweep, and that is game.
Yeah, that was what. There's another sketchy defense there from the Sharks. But again,
Vendetta will be nerfed, we pray.
I think Vendetta's been nerfed like what? Both patches now since she's been released.
And still the best DPS is crazy.
Yep. I feel like there's just not much you can do, especially with a powerhouse like Chio on that Vendetta. He's just doing everything for them, it seems. Like they just even if they do try and bait them in, like into that hotel, like they tried, it's just still so much damage. They just can't keep up with it.
Not only the damage, but also the survivability. It's honestly like the DPS of 2, like the damage that she can provide is of 2 DPSs and the survivability of like a full-on tank.
Yeah.
Like all the Doomfist in a way.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Like it just feels exactly like OG Doomfist, where like they're just in, out, like one shot you before you can even blink your eye.
Yeah.
So again, that's a great performance from Chiao. I feel like if we were to give an MVP for this game, I feel like he would be very deserving of it, I'd say.
But yeah, and honestly, we watched the first stream between who?
Oxford versus Strathclyde. So again, that is a great matchup.
Yes.
Make sure you tune into that. They are currently in their 3rd game, so there's still plenty of time. Hopefully, if it goes to more than just a 3-0 sweep like we have here, that seems to be the curse whenever you come on this B stream. Like, it's just consistent, like 3-0, 3-0, 3-0.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in watching steamrolls, we're the place to be.
But if you Overwatch, you're a bit sleepy of it. Maybe Rainbow Six Siege on the 3rd NSC.
Yeah.
So, yeah, make sure to check those out. And thank you for tuning in. Congrats to the Donuts today for the victory, and hopefully they can advance even more for the lower bracket.
Yeah. Of course, good luck to them. And that's just about it for us from this week. So, of course, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys later.